Yes, good afternoon, everybody, and I will discuss another session on random process. The last class we have seen that some ideas about normal or Gaussian distribution here, how it is derived from the binomial distribution, how it is converted from the binomial distribution as a continuous random variable. Today, I will discuss some its results here. First one is that MGF. MGF is equal to e power mu t plus sigma square t square by 2 here. That we have to derive here. From that we can derive mean and variance. Okay? Mean and variance. First of all, you have to remember this PDF here. If it is a random variable capital X said to be said to follow normal or Gaussian distribution, if it follows this PDF here, f of x is equal to 1 by sigma square root of 2 pi exponential and so on here. Okay? Therefore, you have to remember this PDF. Based on that, we can derive the corresponding conditions. Right. And then proof of first one here, MGF. Here x follows normal distribution with mu comma sigma square. Mean and I cannot move like that here. X follows normal distribution. X follows normal distribution. Therefore, X follows normal distribution. Implies its PDF is given by f of x equal to 1 by sigma square root of 2 pi, 1 by sigma square root of 2 pi exponential x minus mu whole square by 2 sigma square, 2 sigma square minus infinity less than x less than infinity. We have to derive MGF here. MGF mx of t, MGF mx of t is equal to, already you know that its definition is expectation of e power tx, expectation of e power tx. For expectation of e power tx, but it is a continuous random variable. It is a continuous random variable. Therefore, we can use minus infinity infinity. Range is also minus infinity infinity, and then function is e power tx into f of x dx. Function is e power tx f of x dx. For integral minus infinity infinity e power tx f of x is PDF is 1 by sigma square root of 2 pi x minus mu whole square by 2 sigma square dx. With the help of that, you can write like that. Now, integration is with respect to x. Integration is with respect to x. Therefore, we can take 1 by sigma square root of 2 pi outside here. And also, for our convenience, you put this one as a x minus mu square. Here is also sigma square. Therefore, you take x minus mu by sigma as a another variable here, convenience, a symbol variable here. Therefore, that you can proceed here. Right. Therefore, if you put x is z equal to x minus mu by sigma here. Z equal to x minus mu by sigma. Then x can be written as mu plus sigma z. X can be written as mu plus sigma z. And you are converting x to z here. X to z, mu and sigma are constants here. Therefore, mu plus sigma z. Therefore, dx can be written as sigma dz. Dx can be written as sigma dx. Similarly, when x varies from minus infinity to infinity, infinity, z is also varies from minus infinity to plus infinity, Therefore, correspondingly, you can get the integral here, that is mx of t. Mx of t can be written as 1 by sigma square root of 2 pi. Take it outside here. No change in the limit here. And then previously you have e power tx here, that moment generative function here, e power tx. Now x is what here, mu plus sigma z. X is what, mu plus sigma z. Therefore, mu plus sigma z, e power tx into e power minus z square by 2. E power minus z square by 2, and dx can be written as sigma dz. This will be e power minus of, you see that previous one here, e power minus of x minus mu whole square by sigma square. Therefore, can be written as z square by 2, and dx can be written as sigma dz. Here x can be written as mu plus sigma z. Therefore, mu plus sigma z and so on here. You can cancel this sigma and sigma here, then you can get it as 1 by square root of 2 pi. 1 by square root of 2 pi. You see that that now integration is with respect to z. Integration is with respect to z. Here e power mu t, but one more thing, e power sigma t z here. E power sigma t z. Therefore, here it involves z. Here is also z here, but here there is no z. Or you take it outside here. You take it outside of the integration. E power mu t integral minus infinity e power sigma t z. E power sigma t z minus e power z square by 2 dz. E power minus z square by 2 dz. We'll keep the variables z only inside, remain things outside here. Remain things outside. Therefore, we can write it as 1 by square root of 2 pi e power mu t integral minus infinity infinity. Integral minus infinity. I will take e power minus 1 by 2 as a common element here. E power minus 1 by 2 as a common element. For z square minus 2 sigma t z. 2 sigma t z form. I will take e power minus 1 by 2 as a common element, then z square, and here 1 by 2 taken as a common element, therefore 2 sigma t z. In that manner, you can write it. Now, it will be like a 1 by root of 2 pi e power mu t. E power mu t minus infinity to infinity e power minus 1 by 2. It is like a square minus 2ab form. A square minus 2ab form. A square minus 2ab form. What about a is z and 2ab is 2 sigma t z. 2 sigma t z. Therefore, that is a is z and 2ab is 2 sigma t z. 2 sigma t z. Therefore, b can be identified by sigma t z. A is also z here. Therefore, a and z get cancelled. Therefore, b is nothing but sigma t. B is nothing but sigma t. Therefore, this mx of t now can be written as 1 by square root of 2 pi outside e power mu t, that is also outside. You see the previous page here. 1 by square root of 2 pi e power mu t, not minus, this is plus mu t, e power mu t outside, the remaining thing here. Now, this a square minus 2ab, how can you write a square minus 2ab in the simple form here? A minus b whole square minus b square, a minus b whole square minus b square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. You can cancel this extra additional b square by subtracting this one. Therefore, this a square minus 2ab can be written in this way here. Therefore, in the next page you can write as integral minus infinity to infinity e power minus 1 by 2, e power minus 1 by 2. This can be written as a minus b whole square minus b square dz form. 1 by square root of 2 pi e power mu t integral minus infinity to infinity e power minus 1 by 2. A is now z, b is sigma t whole square, b square is sigma square t square, b square is sigma square t square dz. dz. 1 by square root of 2 pi e power mu t. You see that here again integration is with respect to z here. Again integration is with respect to z, and this portion involves z. This portion involves z here, but here there is no z. There is no z. So you can take it outside here. This is minus minus plus up. Therefore, we can take it outside that sigma square t square by 2. Sigma square t square by 2 minus minus plus. We take it outside of the integration, and minus infinity infinity e power minus 1 by 2 z minus sigma t whole square dz. Z minus sigma t whole square dz. Therefore, now that integration comes under this form here by taking something outside here. Something outside. Now, here is also replaced by some other variable for our convenience. For our convenience, we replace by some other variable. Put y, we take it as y here. Put y is equal to z minus sigma t. This part here. Z minus sigma t. Put z equal to y equal to z minus sigma t. Z minus sigma t. Then dy becomes dz. You are converting y to z only. These are all not variables. Or there is also no change in the limit here. When x y varies, z varies from minus infinity to plus infinity, y is also varies from minus infinity to plus infinity. Minus infinity to plus infinity by converting this one. Therefore, you can get it as 1 by square root of 2 pi. 1 by square root of 2 pi. Both are exponential. You can commonly you multiply, add the values here, e power mu t sigma square t square by 2, and then here integral no change in the limit here, no change in the limit, integral minus infinity to infinity e power minus y square by 2 dz is nothing but dy. Dz is nothing but dy. Therefore, in that manner you can write here. E power minus y square by 2 dy. Right. Again, you see that here, this is e power minus y square by 2 function here. The limit is minus infinity to infinity. Okay? Limit is minus infinity to infinity. Integration is with respect to y. Therefore, if we change y by minus y, y by minus y, there is no change in this function here, inside function here. Therefore, this function is an even function. This function is an even function. Therefore, you can write it as 1 by square root of 2 by e power mu t plus sigma square t square by 2 and 2 into 0 to infinity. Because of even function, you can write as 2 into 0 to infinity and so on. Since the function is an even function, function is an even function, you can write like this. You can write like this. Now, further to evaluate this one here, 0 to infinity, integral 0 to infinity, limit is with respect to, integration is with respect to y, and here is also only exponential function with y, negative y is there, exponential with negative y. This is idea is like a gamma integral. Gamma integral is 0 to infinity e power minus x form here, e power minus x. Therefore, here instead of minus x, x square, y square by 2 is there. Therefore, convert as some other variable here z. Convert as some other variable z in order to use gamma integral idea. Gamma integral idea. Now put z as a y square by 2. Z as a y square by 2. Z as a y square by 2. Then you can get it as 2z is equal to y square. 2dz is equal to 2y dy. 2y dy. Therefore, we are need of dy here. What is dy? Therefore, dz by y. Dz by y. Therefore, dz by, this is dz. Dz by y. Y it means square root of 2z. Square root of 2z. Y means square root of 2z. Therefore, dy can be converted like this here. Here is also no change in the limit here. When z varies from 0 to infinity, y is also varies from 0 to infinity. Therefore, no change in the limits. No change in the limits. Implies you can write mx of t now here. Again, mx of t 1 by, what will be in the previous page here, 1 by square root of 2 pi, 1 by square root of 2 is also there, and this part here. 1 by square root of 2 pi, 2 is also in the numerator, e power mu t plus sigma square t square by 2. Now the integral, no change in the limit, no change in the limit, and e power minus y square by 2, e power minus y square by 2 converted as a e power minus z, e power minus z. What about dy? Dy now can be written as dz by square root of 2z. Square root of 2z. Any manner you can write. Any manner you can write. Square root of 2z. Suppose already z used means you can use that as some other variable w. Suppose already you used z initial step. Therefore, no need to use means you use w. Wherever z comes, you replace z by w. Any manner you can proceed. Right. Now, these 2 and the root 2 and the root 2 get cancelled here. Therefore, 2 get cancelled under root 2 here, and then you can get it as e power mu t plus sigma square t square by 2. Sigma square t square by 2, 0 to infinity e power minus z, z power minus 1 by 2 tz. Z power minus 1 by 2 tz. Therefore, e power mu t plus sigma square t square by 2. Sigma square t square by 2. It is like now gamma integral form here. E power minus x, x power n minus 1 dx form here. Therefore, it is like a gamma integral form. E power minus x, x power n minus 1 here. X power n minus 1. Minus 1 by 2 can be written as n minus 1 form. N minus 1 form. Therefore, e power mu t plus sigma square t square by 2. What about this integral here? Gamma 1 by root of 2 pi is 1 by root pi is also there. 1 by root pi, 1 by root pi, and here is also 1 by 1 by root pi, 1 by root pi, 1 by root pi, square root of pi. Gamma 1 by 2, gamma 1 by 2. Since gamma of x can be gamma of n, not x here, gamma of n, gamma of n can be written as integral 0 to infinity x power n minus 1 e power minus x dx. X power n minus 1 e power minus x dx. X power n minus 1 e power minus x dx. What about the value of gamma 1 by 2? Gamma 1 by 2 value is root pi. Therefore, this gamma 1 by 2 and the root pi value get cancelled. Therefore, you can get only this part only, e power mu t sigma square t square by sigma square t square by this is mx of t. Mx of t of what? Normal distribution. Mx of t of normal distribution. Right. This is mx of t. Mx of t. E power mu t plus sigma square t square by 2. All of you understand. Just to put the substitutions here. Substitutions, that's all. Then you can get the idea. Just use the definition, and then initially you put x minus mu by sigma as a z here. X minus mu by sigma as a z, and then correspondingly x converted to z form. Then substitute here. Then after taking the elements outside here, that is not useful for the integration. You take it outside here. That is not under the integration concept here. Then you take it outside here. Then you can get like a square minus 2ab form. A square minus 2ab form. You write it as a minus b whole square minus b square form. A minus b whole square minus b square form. Then you can get what is a, what is b. With the help of that, you can write like this here. Then here is also you can take the element that is not under consideration for the integration outside here. Only z only you have to keep inside. And then again you replace that variable as some other variable. Then even function form you can get here. Even function. Then if you use the even function idea, you can think about gamma integral again. 0 to infinity negative exponential. 0 to infinity negative exponential means you can always think about gamma integral. Therefore, in order to get gamma integral form, you replace y square by 2 by some other variable. Not only z, you can replace by w or something. Use the z here, but you can use some other variable. Right. Then after this conversion, it automatically, the integral automatically converted into gamma integral form. Gamma integral form. Then you can put the result here. Then you can get the required moment generative function. E power mu t sigma square t square by 2. Now, from this MGF, you can derive mean and variance. Mean and variance. Mean is equal to mu dash 1, that is equal to d by dt of mx of t. D by dt of mx of t at t equal to 0. D by dt of mx of t is e power mu t plus sigma square t square by 2. Sigma square t square by 2. After differentiation, you have to put t equal to 0. T equal to 0. Differentiation is exponential only, this part. Then you have to differentiate the numerator, mu plus 2 sigma square t by 2. 2 sigma square t by. This is one more differentiation for the power function. Then substitute t equal to 0 now here, e power 0, 1, and here is also t equal to 0, addition 0. Therefore, we can get mean as a mean of normal distribution. This is equal to mu. Can you give the answer for mu dash 2? The same way, can you give the answer for mu dash 2?
Mu square plus sigma square.
Mu square plus sigma square. Now, variance is equal to mu dash 2 minus mu dash 1 square. Mu dash 1 square. Now, mu dash 2 you have to identify, that is equal to d square by dt square of mx of t at t equal to 0. At t equal to 0. Already one derivative is over. Here is that derivative, that is mu plus sigma square t. That one derivative is mu plus sigma square t into this one. e power mu t plus sigma square t square by 2. Sigma square t square by 2. After this, you have to, after differentiation, you have to put t equal to 0. Mu square plus sigma square, mu square plus sigma square. Your answer will be mu square plus sigma square. Mu square plus sigma square for mu dash 2. Mu dash 2 implies variance. You can get it as what here? This part minus mu dash 1 square. Mu dash 1 is also mean square, mu square here. Therefore, variance equal to sigma square. Variance equal to sigma square. For mean of normal distribution is equal to mu from that PDF, and variance also the same thing. For this mean and variance also same as like a binomial distribution. Binomial distribution. From that binomial distribution only you use the notation mu as a NP and the variance as NP square, NPQ. Then here is also we are getting the same thing, mean and the variance. Variance is equal to NP square. Therefore, now this mu and sigma square are important for this one, for the normal distribution. Therefore, if suppose x follows normal distribution means you can represent by n of mu comma sigma square, because normal curve is symmetric about mean value, symmetric about mean, and it is also deviated based on the standard deviation here. Therefore, if n mu comma sigma square are the important parameters of normal distribution here. These two are we need here to get a normal distribution. Therefore, x follows normal distribution means these two are the parameters. These two are the parameters. For mean mu and variance sigma square. Variance sigma square. For normal distribution sigma square and mu. These two are important parameters. Mu square and sigma. These two are important. Now we are going to convert this normal distribution into standard normal variate form here. Standard normal variate form, standard normal variable form, because the curve, if you consider x only means the curve is goes minus infinity to infinity. Mu is also, but curve is symmetric. That idea you know that here. The curve is symmetric. That idea you know that. Therefore, if it is a symmetric curve means if it is center is zero, then somewhat of easy. If you want to split, if you want to identify the probability values, if center is 0, the middle point is 0, it is you can split it as 0 to infinity, minus infinity to 0, that form here. For that purpose, we can think about another substitution here. If x follows normal distribution with the mu comma sigma square, x follows normal distribution with the mu comma sigma square, then if we put z equal to x minus mu by sigma, if we put z equal to x minus mu, x is a normal variate, here capital X is a normal variate, that follows mu comma sigma square. Now consider this expression here, this expression x minus mu by sigma here, and you take it this expression as a z here, x follows normal distribution with mu and sigma, and here you take it as a z as a also a random variable, z is also a random variable. Take this kind of form here, take this kind of form x minus mu by sigma, then we can think about expectation and variance of z here, expectation and variance of z here, variance of z. See that here x follows normal distribution, x follows normal distribution, mu is a constant value, sigma is also a constant value, therefore this is somewhat constant only. 1 by sigma into x, 1 by sigma is also a constant, therefore x is the main factor. Therefore, x follows normal distribution means definitely this conversion, it comes as another random variable z here. This conversion comes as another random variable z. Therefore, definitely z is also a normal variate. Z is also a normal variate. That is okay. Now we are going to think about because mu and sigma square, variance and mean and variance are very important for normal distribution here. Therefore, we are searching about mean and variance of z, mean and variance of z, because already you identified that z is also a normal variate because of this transformation. Because of this transformation, you identified that z is also a normal variate. Now you have to think about what is the mean and what is the variance of z here. What is the mean and variance of z under this substitution here. Now z equal to x minus, z is a random variable that comes from x. Under this substitution, Now we are searching for mean of z here. Mean of z here. Mean of z means e of z. E of z. Therefore, expectation of z, the expectation of x minus mu by sigma here. Expectation of x minus mu by sigma. X only the random variable, therefore you can operate only for x. You can operate only for x here. Sorry, x only. Remaining things are constant here. Remaining things are constant. Therefore, e of x minus mu here. E of x minus mu. Now 1 by sigma, you can operate expectation only for x only, for e of x. Already, what about the nature of x here? X is a normal distribution, follows mean, mu, variance, sigma square here. For mean of x is now what here? Mu. For mu minus mu, 0. Mu minus mu, 0. This is what here? This is mean of z. Mean of the transformed random variable z here. Mean of z equal to 0. Similarly, now we are searching for variance of z. Variance of z. Now, variance of z. Variance of z, we can write it as e of z square minus e of z whole square. E of z square minus e of z whole square. Z square means x minus mu by sigma, because z have the substitution transformation like this here. Oh, sorry. Z square, this part here, and e of z, this part. E of z, just now you completed that mean of z, that is equal to 0. E of z is mean of z, that is equal to 0. Therefore, this part is 0 square. This part is 0 square. Now, we take it square, x minus mu whole square whole divided by sigma square. Expectation you can take it only for random variable, not for constants. Therefore, you take constant outside. Expectation of x minus mu whole square. X minus mu whole square. What about this one? Can anyone tell that again? E of x minus mu whole square. E of x minus mu whole square. What about the meaning of this one, this expression?
Variance.
Variance, very good. This is variance of x here. Variance of x here. Therefore, 1 by sigma square, variance of x. Already, x is a random variable, follows normal distribution with the variance sigma square here. Therefore, sigma square get cancelled. Therefore, variance of z is equal to 1. Variance of z equal to 1. Already you identified that z also follows normal. Z is also follows normal. What about normal distribution means? What about the mean of z? Just now in the previously you identified that mean is 0 and variance is 1. Mean is 0 and variance is 1. Therefore, z follows, z is also a normal variable, normal variate, normal random variable, with the mean 0 and variance 1 here. Mean 0 and variance 1. That is the idea you can get. Therefore, from this, z is also a standard normal variate that z follows n of 0, 1 here. N of 0, 1. Now, already you know that here, next page. We know that if x follows normal distribution with mu, sigma square, then what about the PDF of x here? F of x is equal to 1 by sigma square root of 2 by, sorry, not integral, PDF only we are searching, e power x minus mu whole square by 2 sigma square, minus infinity x less than infinity. The same way, if you concentrate on z here, z now what about z nature here? Z is also a normal variate with mean 0 and variance 1. Mean 0 and variance 1. What about the PDF? Now what is the PDF of capital Z here? It may be some other function of Z, Wherever sigma square comes, you replace 1. Wherever mu comes, you replace 0. You replace 0. And obviously this will be Z here. It will be Z. Therefore, it will be 1 by square root of 2 pi. This is 1. E power minus Z square by 2. E power minus Z square by 2. Mu 0, but you are searching for Z here. Already, otherwise you know the substitution. X minus mu by sigma is Z. X minus mu by sigma is Z. Otherwise, put 0. Instead of x, you replace Z. That also you can get. Sigma square is a 1. That also you can get e power minus Z square by 2. Minus infinity less than Z less than infinity. This is the PDF of Z. PDF of Z. that thing you can get that. Now PDF comes as a simple form. It is somewhat of a complicated form. Now PDF of Z is somewhat of simple form, negative exponential curve here, negative exponential curve. Evaluating, finding the probability value with the help of this function is somewhat of easier than this one here, easier than this one. That is why we are considering this negative standard normal variate. For PDF of that standard normal variate will be 1 by square root of 2 pi and so on here. And what about the nature property? That is also same idea, same property only. It is symmetric about z equal to 0 and bell shaped here. Already you know that standard normal variate is symmetric about x equal to mu. Sorry, general normal variate is symmetric about x equal to mu. Now standard normal variate is symmetric about z equal to 0. Z equal to 0 and bell shaped curve here. Therefore, total area under the standard normal curve is also unity. Area under either side of the standard normal curve is 0.5. The same properties you can adopt here. Same property you can adopt. Because are symmetric about z equal to 0, that gives the more convenience for us that to identify the probability that, suppose if you want to identify the probability for negative values here, negative range here, negative range, that is nothing but the probability in the positive range here. Because of symmetricity, you can adopt this idea here. That is a wonderful idea. We can get it from the standard normal variate here. Standard normal variate here. Suppose this is a standard normal curve. This is symmetric about z equal to 0. Symmetric about z equal to 0. Because of symmetric about z equal to 0, all the values here same as the same probability area values here. Area values here. Therefore, if you want to calculate minus a to 0, minus a to 0, this probability value. This probability value. Let's say it is same as 0 to a. 0 to a. For probability of minus a less than z less than 0, because of symmetricity, we can write like this, 0 to a. 0 to a. Suppose if you want to calculate this region area again, probability of minus infinity less than z less than positive a, less than positive a, up to this part here. Up to this part, if you want to calculate the area under the normal curve. What about your idea? How can you split the value?
0.5 minus
0.5 you can use like this here. For that you can use probability of minus infinity less than 0. Split up to 0 first and then 0 to positive value. Positive value you split here. 0 to positive value of z. This entire range, either side of the normal curve is 0.5. Area value equal to 0.5. Total area is 1. Area 0.5. Therefore, 0 less than z less than a. 0 less than z less than. Therefore, any value if you want to find any probability value if you want to find in the negative range is symmetric about z equal to 0. When you consider the standard normal curve, right side only contains positive value, left side only negative values here. Therefore, if you want to identify the negative values, probability value, area value, no need to worry that. Just use the positive values here, region value. That is same because of symmetricity based on the known ideas here, known ideas. For that is the use of standard normal variate. Standard normal variate. You can use symmetricity idea and also just to consider only positive value. 0 to any positive value is that area value only you have to consider. Other values no need to consider. Other values no need to consider. For based on this, you see the a normal table. We will provide the normal table for this one here. A normal table will provide the area values from 0 to positive values of z. 0 to positive values of z. From 0.0 to all the positive value of z, where it reaches 0.5. Where it reaches 0.5 for all the values, the probability values are given here. The area values are given. The area values are nothing but the probability values. Therefore, if you want to identify any negative values area, just use the symmetricity idea here. Therefore, your normal table will provide 0 to positive value only. From that, we can identify all the probability values with the help of the desired condition. Does all of you understand here? So far ideas of normal distribution. Understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we move on to some problems based on this idea. Right there, you see the first problem here, but all the problems, instead of using probability value, with the help of the integration 0 to infinity e power minus z square by 2 instead of that kind of integral value, just use normal table. Just now I have shown that normal table. Use that normal table. With the help of that, you can directly identify the probability values. No need to integrate. No need to integrate. I see the first problem here. Assume that the mean height of soldiers to be 68.22 inches. Mean height of soldiers is given, and variance that's also given here 10.88 inches. The question is that how many soldiers in a regiment of 2,000 soldiers would we expect over 6 feet tall? Under these conditions, can you expect how many soldiers in the regiment of 2,000 soldiers? They are having more than 6 feet tall. And condition is that assume heights are normally distributed. Heights are normally distributed. That type of condition you can consider. For mean 68.22 normal distribution with the mean 68.22, mu 68.22, sigma variance is given, sigma square is equal to 10.88 inches. In terms of that type of idea, you can consider. So when you consider the solution of the first problem here, given mean mu is equal to 68.22 and variance sigma square equal to 10.88. 10.88. That type of conditions is given here. And x, so x you can assume that heights of soldiers. Heights of soldiers. And it follows normal distribution. It follows normal distribution with mu and sigma square, with the mean and variance, n of mu comma sigma square, mu comma sigma square. Therefore, the question is that probability that the soldiers having more than over 6 feet tall, soldiers having over 6 feet tall, over 6 feet tall. 6 feet tall. That conditions are given in terms of inches. Inches here, that is very important. The conditions are given in terms of inches. Having over 6 feet tall, probability of x greater than 6 feet. Probability of x greater than 6 feet here. X greater than 6 feet means, but conditions are given for inches here. Therefore, it will be what? 72 inches. You multiply by 12 here. Therefore, x greater than 72 inches. For x greater than 72 inches, we are going to calculate x greater than 72 for this normal distribution here. For this normal distribution, that you know normal table. You know normal table for standard normal variate. You know normal table for standard normal variate. Therefore, what you have to do here, now you are going to convert this general normal variate to standard normal variate. You are going to convert this general normal variate to standard normal variate. What will be the conversion form here? General to standard, it will be z equal to x minus mu by sigma. Z equal to x minus mu by sigma. That is the conversion, gives z here. Therefore, both sides subtract by mu and divide by sigma here. Subtract by mu and divide by sigma. Then you can get the conversion. You can get the conversion. For next page, you can get it as probability of x minus mu by sigma as a z here. Z greater than 72 minus mu by sigma 60. You see that here 68.2 to 10.8 square root here. Next page. 68.22 by 10 square root of 10.28. 10.28. Previous page, 10.88. 10.88, square root of 10.8. Can you give the answer for this right side where expression is 72? so on, 10.88. Probability Z greater than what value you can get here?
1.1459.
Yes, 1.145. Right side value equal to 1.145. Okay. Now you are converting that probability value in terms of ZK, standard normal variate ZK. Okay. Standard normal variate Z. So after converting into standard normal variate, you draw the figure. Then with the help of that, you can easily identify what region you have to identify the probability value. Okay. Probability value. Z equal to 0. Z is always center about the symmetric about Z equal to 0. We have the positive value 1.145. Suppose this is 1.145. Okay, 1.145. They are asking Z greater than 1.145. Okay, this is line 1.145. Therefore, they are asking probability value of this region. They are asking the probability value of this region. Therefore, you know the probability and the curve nature property here of normal standard normal distribution. How can you identify with the help of standard normal table this region probability here?
0.5 minus P of 0 less than Z less than 1.145.
0.5 minus 0 less than Z less than 1.145. Total this part will be 0.5. You are subtracting 0.5 from this region area. Therefore 0.5 minus so on here. Therefore 0.5 for 0 to 1.145. 0 to 1.145. You see that here. 1.145. 1.144 is here. 3729. 3729, and that you can consider 1.145. But instead of 1.145, you can consider 1.14 here. 1.14, 0.3729. 0.3729. Or you can consider as a 0.3729 from the normal table. From the normal table, you can identify the value. Therefore, this value is nothing but now 0.127. 0.127. Therefore, this is the probability value for soldiers having more than 6 feet tall. 6 feet tall. In a regiment of 2,000 soldiers here, therefore implies in a regiment of 2,000 soldiers, the number of soldiers having more than 6 feet tall, more than 6 feet tall is equal to multiply by 2,000. Multiply by 2,000. The probability value correct 0.127. What is the total answer here? Approximately
54.2.
254 soldiers. Approximately 254 soldiers we can expect over 6 feet tall. Over 6 feet tall. That type of idea we can get that. Right. Whenever after converting to standard normal variate form, you draw the figure immediately. You draw the figure. With the help of that, you can easily identify the corresponding probability value. The corresponding probability value. All of you understand here?
Sir.
Tell. Any doubt? Doubt? No, sir. Okay. Right, you see the next problem here. In a normal distribution, 31% of the items are under 45 and 8% of the items are over 64. In a normal distribution, 31% of the items are under 45 and 8% of the items are over 64. From this condition, they are asking find the mean and standard deviation of the normal distribution. Find the mean and the standard deviation. They have given clearly that it is a normal distribution. 31% of items are under 45, 8% of items are over 64. In the normal distribution idea, you know that the left side part is lower level and right side, because minus infinity, right side part is plus infinity, that is for higher level. That is for higher level. That type of condition you can remember here. What are the conditions are given here? 31% items are under 45. 31% of the items are under 45. Under x is equal to 45. And then similarly, 8% of the items are over 64. X equal to 64. 8% of the items are over x is equal to 64. Over x equal to 64. These are all the conditions are given here. These are all the conditions are given. From this idea, they are asking that what will be mean mu and variance standard deviation sigma again. Standard deviation sigma. Therefore, under x equal to 45, the whole normal table, under x equal to 45, x equal to line, x equal to 45 maybe in any one of the part here, but under below 45, we have 31% of the items here. Below 45, we have 31% of the items here, total normal curve, in the total normal curve. Where you have to draw x equal to 45, whether x equal to draw, you have to draw in the right side of the normal curve or left side of the normal curve?
Right side.
Right side. You see the condition carefully, and below 45, below x equal to 40, below x equal to 45 line, we have 31% of the items here in the whole normal table. Below x equal to 45, we have 31% of the items here, and therefore where you have to draw. Already you know that here in the normal curve, half of the part is 0.5, 0.5. Therefore, here 50%, here 50%, here 50%, and here 50% here. Therefore, here totally up to this minus infinity to this part here, this is 50% of the part. This part will be 60%, 50% here. And therefore, 31% means where you have to draw here. Left side. All of you understand or not here?
Sir, we don't know the mean now, sir. Then how can we declare that is left side or right side?
It is under 45, under x equal to 45, all the things you have to consider. How much of percentage is there? That you are, suppose here 61% means, you have to consider the whole part here, after mean also here, Suppose 61% is there, then you have to consider 50 plus 10%, 50%. But below x equal to 40, only 31% of the items is there. Therefore, you have to consider only left side here. Understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Here 31% item is there. Similarly, after x equal to 64, over x equal to 64, x equal to 64 line, after x equal to 64, we have 8% of the whole normal curve, we have 8% of items are there. After x equal to 64 in the whole normal curve, only 8% of items here. Now, where you have to draw x equal to 64?
Right side.
After x equal to 64, only 8% of the items in the whole normal curve. Right side. After x equal to 64 means right side part here. Right side part of x equal to 64. But right side part means we cannot draw x equal to 64 here. Because if you draw x equal to 64 after x equal to 64 means we can get 50% plus additional percentage here. But only 8% items are there. Therefore, we can get only this portion only. This portion only. This is 8% here. Therefore, you have to draw x equal to 64 line here. So, very important in normal distribution, under, below, over, above, that type of words are there. You have to choose entire normal curve. Entire normal curve, only this amount of above, only this much amount of percentage, only below. That manner you have to think about it. You have to think about it. All of you understand or not here? X equal to over x equal to 64, only 8%, only 8% in the whole normal curve. Therefore, we cannot draw x equal to 64 here also, because here means nearly 50%, only 8% only. Therefore, more than x equal to 64, only 8%. Therefore, we can draw like this. All of you understand or not here? This is x equal to 45 line, x equal to 45. Now, these area values are given, but they are asking mu and sigma, mu and sigma. But anyway, if you want to identify mu and sigma, we are going to use normal distribution. Therefore, standard normal variate table, standard normal variate table. Therefore, correspondingly, you assume Z value is here. You don't know what about Z value. Therefore, you take Z equal to Z1. But this is left side part of Z. Therefore, definitely negative value. Negative value because this is symmetric about Z equal to 0, symmetric about X equal to mu. X equal to mu. Therefore, symmetric about Z equal to 0. For the left side part definitely will be a negative value. Negative value. Now, if you want to identify either mu and sigma value, first you have to use the Z1, Z2 value. If you identify Z1 value, 0 to Z1, this value, then you can use the substitution as a xz equal to x minus mu by sigma. Correspondingly, 64, you know that. If you identify Z, that value if you identify, that is also you know. Now that is also you know. Then you can get an equation in mu and sigma. Similarly, this part also, this with the help of same conversion, x equal to 45, you know, Z you have to identify. After identification, you know this value. Again, you can get mu and sigma equation. If you solve that mu and sigma, you can get mu and sigma again. Mu and sigma. So, what about your further work is that you have to identify what is Z1, what is Z2, what is Z1, what is Z2. For that, to identify Z1 and Z2, to identify Z1 and Z2, what you have to think about now? What is the area value? This is the what is the area value here? This is already you know that this is 50%. Right side is 50% here. What about now 0 to Z1? What is the area value of 0 to Z1? Probability value. Now, from this region, 40, 42%. 42. This is 42 value, 0.4. Similarly, here is also you can think about here, this region. This region value will be now what here? 0 minus a 2 to 0. Minus a 2 to 0. What amount here?
19.
19%. 31 plus 19, 50. From the normal table, from the given condition, and from normal table, we see that probability of minus minus a2 less than z less than 0. Minus a2 less than z less than 0. That equal to 19%. 19%. Minus Z2 means what here? By symmetricity, it is positive also. Positive. Because a symmetricity idea, the same thing you can consider for the positive Z2 also. Okay. Positive Z2. That is 0.19 here. 0.19. Now, what about this? This is probability value. Area value given. Now you have to identify the reverse Z2. You have to identify the Z2. 0.19 you know now here. 0.19, you know that area value now you know that here 0.19. 0.19 that area value you know that here. Sorry. Uh, 0.19, where is 0.19 here, 1879 here, and 0.1915 here. Therefore, this is definitely 0.5. 0.5 here. Therefore, because 0.19 area value, you know that here, you have to identify ordinate value, Z value here, that is 0.50. 0.50 here. Therefore, that Z value is equal to 0.5. Z2 value is equal to 0.5. Similarly, you know that 0 to Z1 also. 0 to Z1, that is 0.42, 42% again. 42%. Similarly, we have 0 less than Z1, 42%. 42%, that is equal to 0.42. From the normal table, you can identify that value equal to 0.42 means already a known value, that is 1.41. 0.42, that is also you know that here 0.42. Yes, 0.42 here. Okay, 4207 here. That is 1.41. 1.4. Oh, this is 1. Now Z1 and Z2 values are over. Therefore, by the substitution, you know that z equal to x minus mu by sigma. Z1 means x equal to previous page. Z1 means x equal to 64. 64. That Z1 is already 1.41. 64 minus mu by sigma. This is 1.41. 64 minus mu by sigma. Therefore, you can get it as mu 1.41 sigma. Therefore, mu plus 1.41 sigma is equal to 64. 64. This is one equation, first equation. 1.41 sigma, mu plus 1.41 sigma equals 1. Similarly, for Z2 minus Z2, that is very important. You have to use the notation minus Z2. Minus Z2, that x value equal to 45. X value equal to 45. 45 minus mu by sigma. Now what about Z value 0.5? 0.5, I think 0.5. Minus you have to remember, minus 0.5. 45 minus mu by sigma. Then what equation you can get here? Mu minus 0.5 sigma equal to 45. Equal to 45. Now you have to solve these two equations here. Can you give the answer for this one, mu and sigma, by solving this equation? Solving 1 and 2. What is mu and what is sigma? Can you give the answer?
Mu 49.97, sir. Sigma 9.94.
Okay, approximately 59.94.
Yes, sir.
Approximately 10. Yes, you round that number approximately here. For mu 50 and sigma equal to 10 approximately. All of you understand here. Based on the condition, based on the given condition, for all the problems we draw the normal curve. What are the values you know that? Any value, any conditions given only for x only. For all the problem, conditions are given for only for x, standard general normal variate. For all the problem, again you have to convert the general to standard normal variate form, because then only you can use table, standard normal table. Therefore, in order to use standard normal table, you have to convert general to standard normal variate form. For that conversion, use all the given data. Use all the given data. Correspondingly, what are the things you know, write that. What are the things you unknown, you write unknown values here. Based on that, you can get the corresponding ideas. Any doubt in this problem here?